Welcome to another unboxing for the Retro Shelf. It's another part of Fusion Retro books. And this is The Little Book of Sound Chips Volume 2. Written by Chris Abbott and Andrew Laggan. I already unboxed the first volume on here, so in association with C64 Audio and a 1-bit robot. If you ever went into an arcade or had a home computer or console, there's something here for you in the celebration of video games, sound and music. Fun facts, beautiful screenshots, interactive links and great tech info. Hero systems include Commodore 64, Commodore Amiga, NES/Famicom, Atari ST and coin-ups from Sega, Taito, Capcom, Namco, Atari and more. It says in association with Fusion Retro Books, signed by Chris Abbott himself, QR code for c64audio.com and a 10% discount. And throughout the book here we have QR codes to take you straight to there, to YouTube links and related websites, the credits are mentioned here as I helped proofread about the authors, Chris Abbott and Andrew Laggan. Glossary terms similar to the first volume. Turbo loader music, talking about how C64 games had loading music. And some early examples, Encounter from Novagen, which made a lot of noise. US Gold, music arranged by Gary Sabin. American Songs. And Cipital from Jeff Minter. It's the cover of the Genesis classic Los Endos, or at least a slightly dodgy snippet due to the Neverload engine's timing. Again, Hero and Cavalon, High Noon, David Thompson's Decathlon, where Martin Galway covered Rydeen from the arcade game Super Locomotive. Wave Exploding Fist gave a Scream on loading. Mark Cooksey covered Living on Video. Hypersports title screen had Chariots of Fire, Transformers, Mercenary Escape from Targ, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, plays a version of Relax as it loads, and see those logos, that becomes the title screen. Commando, Rambo, First Blood Part 2, there's a sequence of Morse code right at the start. Comic Bakery, Ocean Loader 2, Sanction with the Cyberload loading system from John Twitty, and had Rob Hubbard's Fallon music. Parallax and Whizball, Green Beret, Cudex, and the Delta Mixi Load. Hawkeye had Mixi Load 2, and Invade Load, Gary Ludden's idea, mixing snippets of Hubbard soundtrack there. The Last Ninja and The Last Ninja 2, amazing games. The late Ben Dalglish and the late Anthony Lees on the original. Matt Gray creating the music for the follow-up. Batman the Movie with Jonathan Dunn and Wally Beeban's tune for Hammer Fist. So then we look at the MOS 6581, 6582 and 8580, the sound interface device or SID chip. And talking about people who are using it. And the chip itself, a rendering by Matt Ricardo, and then on to some games using the SID. So Adventure Construction Set, X8X2 with Tim Follum, brilliant mix of tunes there. Airwolf from Mark Cooksey, Arc of Yesod, Arcade Classics with sampled guitar, Arkanoid sampled drums, Arc Pandora from Ben, Armalite with the amazing military snares and metallic voices, Bangkok Nights, Matt Gray called in to do that, Tim Follin, another amazing soundtrack there, Black Lamp, Black Thunder, BMX Simulator with David Whittaker, Body Slam from Follin, Bomb Jack from Mark Cooksey, Bombo from Ben, Comedian, amazing sound effects and an interesting title tune. from Martin Walker. Citadel. Cobra, terrible game, brilliant cover of Skyline from the soundtrack. Comic Bakery, we mentioned before. Cosmic Cruiser, Crazy Comets, Cybernoid, Daley Thompson's Olympic Challenge with a sampled voice that appears on the audio tape. Dark Side, Defender of the Crown, Delta. We're going to have quite a few C64 classics here. Dragon Breed, Driller, amazing piece by Matt Gray. Forbidden Forest, Paul Norman, musician who became a programmer. Ground Monster Slam, do like that one. Hunter's Moon, amazing synthesized voices in that. Droid, early one from Fred Gray. David Whittaker, Jammin' from Tony Gibson. Quirky music-based game, I do love it a lot. Kong Strikes Back, where we got the multiplexing notes, some of the earliest arpeggios. Lazy Jones, and it's subtuned Starlight. Master Magic, brilliant tune by Rob Hubbard, based on music by Larry Fast. Mule, converted from the Atari there. Mutants, amazing tune by Fred Gray, Live History in the Making, do love that one too. Platoon, great soundtrack from Jonathan Dunn. Remember, we've already mentioned Codex, Matt Gray, one of Matt Gray's first ones, working closely with Staff Officer Sulis. Robocop games, Sanction with Romeo and Juliet, Dance of the Night. Shadowfire and more early Matt Gray there. Space Harrier from Mark Cooksey, great covers of the arcade game. Tetris, amazing tune from Wally Beeman there. Supremacy, I do love the Supremacy title tune from Jerome Tell. Last Ninja we've heard before. Thing on a Spring, inspired Chris Abbott. Total Eclipse, another amazing soundtrack there. Total Recall, Time's Law. The Trap demo, which includes a sample section based on War of the Worlds. Amazing demo there. Turbo Outrun, superb samples. Whizball, one of my favourite games, one of my favourite soundtracks. The Frost concert, based on the music from Frost, animated musicians. Mathematica, amazing demo from Reflex, soundtrack by PVCF, and more demo tunes there, so you can see not just Tomato 64 there, Rob Hubbard. Then on to the NEC sound chip found in games like Quartet, Alien Syndrome, Monster Bash, Time Scanner, the Oki MSM, found in Tato's New Zealand Story, Fairyland Story, another interesting early Tato game, the SNK Wave in many of their early games. So you got Marvin's Maze, Vanguard 2. Now the NES APU, the music part was built into the processor, the Rico processor. So here we have games such as Barrack Commando, Blaster Master, Castlevania series there, Double Dragon, Final Fantasy, Mega Man. Mega Man game is very famous for their music. Mr. Gimmick, a music-based game. Roller Games, Silver Surfer, Civ Contract Solstice there, the Turtles games of various sorts, the classic Legend of Zelda with Koji Kondo, and then the Play Choice 10, which used the same hardware, so many classic games there. And looking at some recent demos and new games based on the NES. The expansion, so the disc system had an extra expansion in it, and some of the other mappers had extra sound chips in them. So Ikamujo Densetsu here, Family Trainer Free, Gimmick, which makes use of extra voices. Metroid on the disc system has a slightly different soundtrack. Rolling Thunder again augmented on the cartridge or next one. The disc system version of Zelda has more voices. Comparison of Japanese versus European chip music. The CEM synthesizer voice, seen in Bally Sentei's arcade games. So we've got the likes of Goaty Ghost, Night Stalker, Spiker, Rescue Raider there. The Atari Amiga chip, which would have been in the ST. We've got the Yamaha YM2149F, which was in the Atari ST, and the MSX2. So some familiar names here: David Whittaker, Joachim Hippel, Tim Follin, Ben Dalglish, all working with the AY sound chip. LED Storm there from Tim Follin, Ollie Beavan, Richard Joseph and Betty Boo, Magic Pockets, Jesse Brooke on Overlander, do like that soundtrack. And then we move into some demos as well there. Switchblade, another good one from Ben Dalglish. Turrican soundtrack is amazing. Amiga and ST. Buggy Boy, converted from the coin up. The Yamaha YM2151. So Afterburner, 720 degrees. Aliens, the coin up from Konami. Bucky O'Hare, Bionic Commando. Ghouls and Ghosts, Galaxy Force 2 there, another Super Scaler game. Golden Axe, Marble Madness, Operation Wolf, and of course Outrun. There's Pac-Mania as well, Rainbow Islands, Street Fighter 2, The World Warrior, the original version. The Simpsons coin up from Data East, do love that, and Tubin, an Atari game, like that a lot. Yamaha YM2203, the OPN, so more arcade games, Arcade, Revenge of Doe, Ghosts and Goblins, Combat School. Ninja Gaiden, Space Harrier there, Trojan, then the Ensoniq, included in the Apple 2GS and other hardware. So we got likes of Skate or Die, the TED chip in the Plus 4 and C16, includes 2 voice sound generator. So some, again, Tony Kelly, Sean Southern making music for that. David Whittaker for Treasure Island. Little Gert there for winter events. The Namco CU S30. Sample playback. Sky Kid coming up there, good one there. Yamaha YM3526, the OPL. Used in the Commodore Sound Expander, the MSX. The Bubble Bobble arcade. Also Athena here, Breakthrough, Far Trap, Akari Warriors, Renegade, Rygar, Sega's PCM 315-5218. So we've got Afterburner 2, AB Cop, Hang On, Galaxy Force 2, Outrun, Power Drift, Super Hang On, Space Harrier, Thunderblade, so many of those famous 3D games. The Commodore MOS 8364, the PAULA sound chip in the heart of the Amiga. 4 voices arranged in 2 stereo pairs, and also then present in the Arcadia board. So the likes of Alien Breed from Alistair Brimble, Abidiah from Chris Hurlsbeck, Budokan, Rob Hubbard, Cannon Fodder, Richard Joseph, Castle Master, Matt Furniss, Matthew Simmons, Chuck Rock, Fire and Ice, Jason Page, Nightmare on the Amiga, Richard Joseph, James Pond, Jim Power, and you see games get little quotes about how they were done or what they sounded like. Pinball Dreams, Pinball Fantasies, Pinball Illusions, Olaf Gustafsson, amazing soundtracks there. Project X again, we're back with Bjorn Len, Alistair Brimble, and then we've got Pugs in Space from Tim Wright. Jason Page converting Rainbow Islands. David Whittaker's amazing soundtrack for Shadow of the Beast. Tim Wright, obviously, they're working on the sequels. Speedball games. David Whittaker and Richard Joseph there. Barry Leach, Supercars 2. And of course, had to include the Turrican games, Chris Hurlbeck. Amazing soundtracks for those games. Xenon from David Whittaker. Xenon 2. And then the Cinemaware games. Some amazing soundtracks there too. A couple of recent ones there. You got Golden Wing and King's Valley. People still making new music with it. Demo soundtracks. Incredible Budbrain Mega Demo there. Desert Dream, superb demo. And then we have the DPC or Dave in the Enterprise 64 and 128. 4 voices and in stereo. So Cauldron, Devil's Lair, King of the Castle. Orc Demo 2, The Abyss by Rob Hubbard. And finally Konami KO 51649. And City Bomber, Haunted Castle, F1 Spirit, Hexion, Parodius, Space Mambo on the MSX2. There's an extra cartridge in the chip. Nemesis Free for MSX, Vampire Killer on MSX. Also from c64audio.com. So there we have it, the second volume of the Little Book of Sound Chips. Volume 3 will be on its way soon. And you can check out Fusion Retro Books to order this and the first book. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. Keep watching this channel for more unboxing and retro shelf videos. Like it, comment below on which of those games you'd like to play. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.